Hi Blue Marble Riders, and welcome to this review of an XGP X10 intercom for motorcycles. This is a 2-pack. First of all, come clean, this was sent to me by XGP. I didn't pay for it. However, I was very clear when they offered me to review this that I would be giving my absolute 100% honest opinion, warts and all. And so that is what I'm going to do today. This is, as I said, an XGP X10 intercom. It has 2 complete intercoms and all the speakers, microphones and everything else that you might need in it. We'll go through an unboxing before I get into how this thing works briefly and whether it's any good. I own a very old Bluetooth intercom. I have never felt or want to spring for a Cardo or Sena intercom. This helmet here cost me $1,000. To get a 2-pack of Cardo Packtalks for this, the top of the line ones would be about the same. I just cannot see the value in that, okay? So I always go for the cheaper Bluetooth ones, which have worked okay up until this point, but not perfect. This, however, is a massive step up from what I've been reading, what I've been viewing, and my use of them. So first of all, very briefly, let's see what's inside the box of this XGP X10 motorcycle intercom system. It comes nicely packaged, could care less, really, because I'm never really going to use this package again. So on opening this, you can see there are 2 intercoms in this box, as I said. And what I really like about these intercoms, first of all, is they feel solid. I'll go through pros and cons in a minute. There are a couple of cons with this, just the physical hardware, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but a lot of pros. The big one is you're wearing gloves and it's got a jog wheel on it, a nice big jog wheel. This is super easy to get to. I've already installed one complete set of speakers and a boom mic on this. It comes with 2 mics, we'll see that in a second. And when you position this on the side of the helmet, you can get to that jog wheel really quickly. This is the on-off button. By pushing on for 3 seconds, it turns on. By pushing off for 3 seconds, it turns off. We'll do it in a minute. But just to say that this is really quick and easy. It also turn-by-turn directions. If you push this while it's on and say, Siri, take me to the nearest gas station, it will map that out for you. It'll give you directions to the nearest gas station. She will talk to you, and then your phone will come up if it's on your dashboard, and you will get directions, and you get audible directions as well, just like as if you were in a car. So wonderful, and it works really, really well. So 2 of these, when I take this top high density foam out here, when I take that out, you can see there's a very basic instruction manual here, but it's very quick and it's surprisingly easy to read. These are made in China. When I open this up, all sorts of plastic packets. Here is the regular sticky mic. So it comes with Velcro and a 3M sticky pad. You can stick that inside your helmet, right on the chin bar if it's a full face helmet. This isn't a full face helmet. It looks like one. It's actually a modular helmet. And so with that one, you'd probably be better to go with this, the boom microphone. Okay, and again, it's got its 3M sticky and it's Velcro. You can position it. So here it is, and this will plug in to the speakers and the sort of loom that comes with it. And there's this plug here, and it plugs in. It's not like a plug I've ever seen, so I think it's specific to this brand perhaps. And it plugs right in there. The speakers are 40mm speakers. They're good and heavy. And having listened to them on here, I am super impressed with the quality of the audio coming out of these things. This is the end that plugs in, of course, to the unit here. I'll talk about the specs of the unit in a second, except to say first thing I'll say is this IP67, so it's completely waterproof. And so to push this in, it's a really firm push, like no water is getting in there. To get it out, my broken thumb here is actually giving me a little bit of pain. Then there are 2 mounting systems that you can use. There is a plastic mounting with 2 3M sticky pads on the back, and it's slightly curved so you can find a place on your helmet to stick this on. Or there is the metal clip with the rubber on the inside so it doesn't damage your helmet, and you would literally find a place inside your helmet and move that up. I like this one, and that's the one I have used on my helmet here. Driven this up underneath the rim, and it's on there it's on really strong. It's very hard for me to pull that off. We also have a fast charging USB-C power cord. Standard. We have this thing now called mesh. Now, this is a motorcycle mesh intercom system. This can mesh with up to 10 other users, hence the X10 on it. Using this system, you cannot mesh with people using Sena or Cardo. What you can do is Bluetooth connect, Bluetooth connecting is not as good as meshing. Bluetooth connecting is a daisy chain affair, so you will connect with one other Bluetooth user, they will connect with another Bluetooth user, but if one of you guys goes out, you pretty well all go out. Bluetooth connection between these intercoms whilst moving on motorcycles is a hit and miss affair at best. Mesh is where you want to go. So, while this is a mesh intercom system, Cardo usually meshes really well with Cardo, not so great with Sena. Sena meshes really well with Sena, not so great with Cardo, and this will not mesh with any other system. So let's get that up out of the air straight away. However, for the price of this, $200 Canadian on Amazon for a 2-pack, you could buy 4 or 5 of these packs and kit out your friends with 10 of these, and you could all talk to each other. And I'm very confident you could all talk to each other. I'll get into how this thing works and whether it's any good in a second. Like I said, here's the system. It's very well made. You've got 3 buttons on it. 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you include the one in the middle here that you can press in. Okay, and then this is the jog dial too. So basically 5 control: button, jog dial, button, button, button. What do these buttons do? Okay, so first of all, this is the on-off button. This is the volume button. This is also the button you would use if you want to answer a phone call. It's a button you would use if you want to get navigation directions. This is a meshing button or a pairing button. So you can pair Bluetooth to your phone with this, or you can mesh with other versions of the XGP X10. And then this is the track forward, track backwards button. Okay, so this is forward, hop forward to the next track. This is hop back to the next track. It's very straightforward, very easy. I did say there was a con with the hardware side of this thing, and it is that this isn't magnetic. Some of the top-end Cardos and Senas are clip-on magnetic, and then you have to release them with a little catch. There's no way they ever come off. They're super solid. I've seen them used, and that's pretty impressive to me. But at the same token, this is not hard to get on. So if I take my helmet here, from the top down, okay, there it is, it's on. It's solid as a rock, and if I want to get it off, there's a little lever here that I can push in, and this comes off. So once again, on it goes, straight down. The way I've routed my cable is so that it comes out here through the clip. There's a nice little sort of area through the bottom of the clip here that you can run the cable, and it's going to stop it billowing around as it comes out of your helmet. It's really well thought out. I'm quite impressed. Push it in here. There's a sort of gradual clicks as they go in. It won't go any further. I've mounted the speakers inside here. It was a relatively easy job. This helmet has cutouts in it, like many helmets do. This, if I was to buy an equivalent Cardo, I'd be looking at the Cardo Packtalk Neo. And that retails for $836 right now. 4 of these. 4 double packs. You get 8 of these for 1 pair of Cardo Packtalk Neo. And why am I talking about the Cardo Packtalk Neo? Because that is roughly, approximately what this is equivalent to. It does everything that that does. This will connect to 10 riders rather than the 15 that the Cardo Packtalk Neo will. But 10 riders is plenty for me. I don't know about you. This connects to iPhone for music, podcasts, navigation, all of that stuff, telephone calls, etc. This has a 15-hour battery life. That's 2 more than the Cardo Packtalk Neo, which has 13. This will connect to one other non-XGP device by Bluetooth, and it will also connect to your phone as well. So you can talk to someone with a different intercom system on board through Bluetooth, and you can listen to music on your phone. That's the same as the Cardo Packtalk Neo. So specs, 15 hours of talk time, 18 hours of music time, 2 hours to charge essentially, 360 hours on standby if you believe that. What I'm really impressed with is it has a noise-cancelling microphone, and the audio quality, talking from one to the other, and we will go out and have a look and see what that's like in a minute, is very good, as are phone calls. Phone calls are crystal clear, even on the bike. It cuts out the background noise, and people can't really tell you're on a motorcycle, so I'm very impressed with that as well. Okay, so while I've already checked out that this one pairs very quickly with my old iPhone 11, Let's check this one out for the first time. So I'll put my phone here. So here we go. I've got my Bluetooth up and running here. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera. I hope you can. I've never turned this one on before. I haven't even charged it, so it should hopefully have some residual charge in it. I'm going to hold this down for 3 seconds.
Power on.
So power is on. Now I want to connect with this guy. I'm going to whip down here. And I am going to, now this is X10. This is the previous one over here. If I hold this down for 3 seconds.
Searching.
There's an X10. It came up straight away. Click on it.
Connected.
Wow. So it is connected straight away. And now what I'm going to do is play my own video. How's that? What's my name again? BlueMarbleRider? There we go. BlueMarbleRider will go here, and I've got a video that came out last week. Best winter motorcycle. Let's get that going and see if it actually plays. Yeah, I can hear that. Let's turn that up.
Just look like regular dudes.
Whether you're a moving company, a restaurant, or any business.
I'll skip that.
The leaves are changing.
What a lovely voice that guy's got.
And creeks are filling.
This is one of my old videos here.
Natural rhythm as we
So it
march
works
towards
nicely. If I then hit this button here, do we go to another video? Yes, we
In this
do.
video, I'm focusing on what you should look for in a full face helmet.
If I press the back button,
Obviously, a full face helmet towards cooler seasons and shorter days.
so it's working with videos. I've already tested it on music.
March on.
I've already tested it on music, and it worked a treat. I cannot play music because the music I play, I will get a YouTube strike for that, copyright violation and all that. So you might have noticed there the volume was super high. That is really, really high. I've played this max volume in here, and I was very surprised with how high the volume is. I ride with earplugs all the time, so yet to see how that translates when I stick a couple of earplugs in here, but the volume seemed very, very high. Okay, to turn it off, hold down.
Power off.
Power is off. To mesh with each other. So this is if you are going to be, I'll put one facing this way, hopefully you can see it. This is going to be if you are wanting to talk to up to 10 other riders just on the mesh system, not using Bluetooth. This gives you a much better range, and the clarity and the sound quality is going to be so much better. Of course, you can't mesh, as I said, with Cardos or Senas. You can only mesh with other XGP X10 units, but you can mesh with up to 10 of them. Let's see how that works. So we're going to see if we can mesh these together. First thing to do is to turn them on.
Power on.
Then I believe you're supposed to
Intercom mesh on.
tap that once. Tap that once. Once that's tapped,
2. Mesh device connected.
that's easy. Unbelievable how easy those were to mesh together. Not Bluetooth, this is a mesh. I could do 10 or 8 others and have them mesh together. Testing. Yep. Testing. Beautiful. Comes through clear as crystal. Very impressed with how easy, one, that was to link up Bluetooth to my phone for music, and 2, how easy it was to mesh them together. Okay, so let's go out and test these out on the motorcycle. I'll test some range. I'll probably have this unit just sitting on a car somewhere, my bike a little way away, and we'll see how close we need to get before they can chat, or how long, what the range is between them, how far I can go before it starts breaking up. And I'll also try phoning and seeing what the quality of the phone calls are like. And then I'll come back and we'll do an overall summary on the XGP X10. Okay, for you guys, here's the test. I have a radio down there playing on the other one of these intercoms, and I'm going to ride and see how far I can go before, and I'll zero this before it cuts out. So it's as if someone's talking to me right now. The things I do for you. I've got a terrible song in my ears, hoping you can't hear it. Still going. Round a corner, up a hill, through some woods. 100 meters. And it's gone. Gone. So 100 meters. Now admittedly, look at the trees around us. We're going up a hill and we're round a corner. And it's gone. Let's see if I can reconnect when I come down the hill. No one behind me. Here we go. So this was on mesh, and I have the visor up in case the audio quality is not great. This is actually going through my GoPro. Aha, it connected again. So it connected by itself. I didn't need to reconnect it. It found the other guy again. Now it's low down and it's on a corner, as you can see. I'll try down the end of the road here and see what that looks like. That's about 100 meters, I guess. Off I go with Corey Hart. It's awful, dreadful. I can't believe I'm listening to it. I know I've got no gloves on, but I'm only local and I've got my heated grips on. I know you're worried about that. Still going. Still going. Straight line, that's about 150 meters. Here I go one more time. I'll get it at so many buttons to press here. We're back to 0 on the trip. Let's see how far we can go. That's 100. And I just lost it there. 200 meters. Round a corner, down a hill. So 200 meters down a hill, round a corner. You can't see it. Trees in the way, house in the way. So not bad. I mean, there's no line of sight at all. So no line of sight, about 200 meters. And it's on the ground too, it's not elevated at all. Hasn't reconnected. Reconnecting now by itself. Of course, I'm nearly at it. So there we go. I would say you're getting about 200 meters out of it without line of sight. Next step is I am going to take the V-Strom and zip off and make a phone call. I'll do this with this down here, and we'll see how clear it is for my wife, who is sitting waiting for this phone call. And to do that, you basically just tap the jog button, jog dial, twice. But I won't bother doing that until I'm some distance away. BlueMarbleRider is playing, and the reason I'm doing this is, can I phone my wife while listening to this very handsome and knowledgeable fellow talking to us about helmets? As it's a video you haven't seen, you should. So I will get riding and we'll take a peek. We have about 1 bar here, so it's not very good, but we'll see. It's a challenging situation. Okay, so let's try to phone my wife. I'm far enough away now. Siri, call at home. Hello, Yes, can you hear me? How does it sound? Very clear. Can you hear a bike? You don't hear a motorcycle. Do you hear any wind noise? So it sounds very clear. On a rating of 0 to 10, what would you give it? Okay, so you're giving it an 8 out of 10 because there's the very slightest fuzz around the edges when I speak. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, see ya. Bye. So she hangs up, it goes dead, or I would hit the button once. I could hear her clear as crystal. Clear as crystal. I did rotate the volume up a little bit because I had it turned down because of the awful music I was listening to earlier on. Sorry, Corey Hart. So in conclusion, easy to connect. I'm a Luddite. I cannot stand electronics. I won't use electronics if they don't work as advertised. These do. They connect so quickly and easily with each other. Couldn't have been easier. To connect my phone to this, I just hold the connection button for 3 seconds. It found it on an iPhone 11. Found it straight away. The sound quality, crystal clear. These speakers are super heavy, 40 mils. Phoning my wife, crystal clear. She gave it 8 out of 10 with a slight fuzz on the outside, she said, but it certainly didn't interrupt with her. She said it was really, really clear, very easy for her to listen. So very impressed with the hardware on this thing, how well it fits, the clip on the side of the helmet, super strong. Very impressed with the fact that this will be waterproof. I've heard it said that the Senas out there have issues with that. These I doubt will. Really like the jog roller here, the jog button. This is excellent for volume control. Very easy to hit with your gloves. So easy. The forward backward worked instantaneously on music. And the quality, as I said, of the music was absolutely wonderful. Very bassy, very nice. Really, really liked it. An improvement for the future, if you're listening XGP, make these magnetic so that they clip on like the Cardos. That's one of my cons. The other con is the range. Now, I haven't used a Cardo and I really don't know how far those go. They advertise incredible distances. Whether they do, only you people who use your Cardos will know. Here I live in a very densely treed and very hilly location. It is also very cloudy outside. It's winter. I don't know how that affects everything. And I got a range of about 200 meters out of these. So about 200 meters range is what I got in round corners, up hills and through forest. I'm guessing line of sight, you could double that, maybe triple it. But without line of sight, I'm getting about 200 meters. The good news was it reconnected with the other XGP without me having to do anything. As soon as I got back in with range, it just told me reconnected, boom, and sure enough, I could tell there's a sort of ambience to the speakers that you can tell. Amazed that you can get 2 of these for $200 in comparison with a Cardo Packtalk Neo, which is $836 for the equivalent specs. So if you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell, and thanks very much for watching. This is the BlueMarbleRider, out.